What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Live and Wired. I am your host, Eric Norris. I'll be talking about the shows that I have attended the last, since I last talked to you fellas, which was last week. So in the last week, I hit up two shows, and I'll be telling you guys about them in just a few minutes. But we also have a few shows to promote here, and yeah, I guess that's it. So when we get to, so let's just get to talking about the shows that I attended in this week's rendition of Tales from the Pit. So the first show I didn't really attend. It just kind of happened at my house at the Poser Palace, and I wasn't even really planning on sticking around for that long because there was another show that I wanted to hit up that night, which I did, but I stuck around a little bit for this one. It was, the bands Alive and Kicking, Blushing, and the Bobcat One-Man Band. Alive and Kicking, I was mostly inside during their set, so I just could hear their music from the walls, and what it mostly was, it was all cover songs. It was just, my girlfriend described it as like it's a dad rock band that plays cover songs, and it was, there was stuff going like some hits from Blink-182, and then Green Day, and then some other shit that's just, it's just your average radio rock. It really wasn't anything that, I don't know, interesting to me, because cover bands don't really interest me that much. They're just, it's basically bar bands. Bar bands, you're just put in there to be a fucking live jukebox. And that's basically what we got from those guys, Alive and Kicking. They just did covers. They did covers very well. Oh yeah, they did Violent Femmes. Let me go out. That fucking song. And yeah, there were a couple others that I recognized, but I can't put a title to it. It just was what it was, in one ear out the other. I'm sorry if Alive and Kicking, if this gets back to you guys. Just, I live in a job where I'm subjected to listen to the fucking commercial radio every day, and I do my absolute damnedest to not let those notes and lyrics that I've heard a million times erode my brain by just festering in my eardrums. Anyway, who else was playing? Oh yeah, the Bobcat One-Man Band, and it was exactly that. It was just this guy from Brooklyn who played some rockabilly style music, just himself and his guitar and a stomp box. And he was doing a pretty good job. He was fun to listen to. Had some great songs. And he even covered the song Buddy Holly by Weezer, and everybody was singing that song. Everybody. I know this song, but who the fuck wrote it? Because I know it. Some of the lyrics I can't remember, but oh yeah, Weezer. As if we needed another fucking cover. But whatever, it was still a good rendition. And then before I had to head to the other show, I had to check out my friend's Dario, his band Blushing. And Blushing, it was so funny. The guy was the lead singer was wearing a bandana and wearing a fucking Affliction shirt and these Dickie shorts that were just hanging mid shin, and and they were just dressed up like total millennial. No disrespect, just growing pains. We'll see. We'll see. So yeah, that was the show that was going on at my house. But then down the street, I had to check out this other show. This was what was technically Cudney's CD release show. Their album debut, Worms 3. Yeah, I talked about that. I talked about at least a couple of songs from that album on this week's episode of Punkcast. So if you want to learn more about about their music, check out the episode. But as for their live performance, well, it was really funny. Like the show was advertised on one flyer, not this one that you're seeing now, but on one flyer said at Sunset Coffee, which is a cafe that is down the street from my house. And it's got a, and yeah, it's a pretty quaint, pretty lax coffee shop. They do cater to the alternative crowd, they always have, but I can't picture them having a band like Cudney playing a show there. If anyone's gonna play a show there, I expect it to be like acoustic music, like a one-man band, sort of, something like the Bobcat fellow that I was talking about just a while ago. You know what I mean? It's a lax coffee shop like that. And then I looked on their story, and they weren't playing in a coffee shop. They were playing on top of a garage. And then I found this flyer, like a parking garage. Then I found this flyer, and as you can see there, it says, it gives the address, the 77125 Union Park Avenue, Sandy, Utah. I don't know why there's 2 7s in there, but yeah, it was basically at the top of the hill in Union Heights, which is just around the Sandy area that's going into the Cottonwood area of Utah. It's this huge parking garage that caters to mainly the movie theater, the Century Theater that's right there. And they were playing at the top of it. And I managed to get there just in time, right as Cudney was about to go on. Sure, I Want to Death. Sorry, Will, I fucking really wanted to see you guys because you always fucking kill it. But hey, you played my house often, so you're fine. You're fine. At least I got to see you guys and say what up and mosh with you. And then there was Gooseneck. I wanted to check out Gooseneck and I can't read that logo. I forgot who else was playing. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm just I'm unable to read. But what was amazing at this show, I get up to the top of the garage, and there's everybody. There's the crowd. There are my friends. There's the bands, and then there's a film crew. And that film crew was the guys from Beautiful Crypt, and they were filming Cudney's entire set. At least, I think it was just their set. Maybe they were filming the whole show. I don't know, because I had just gotten there. But they had all their cameras set up and the soundboard and everything, and just or not the soundboard, the fucking, not even the sound, the lights. They had everything set up for them to just be filmed. And why not? Because this is the first time, at least for me, that I've seen a band play a parking garage. I've seen bands shoot music videos in parking garages, but never this. So that's what I was assuming was happening, was they were filming for a music video. And I didn't get the scoop on if that was true or not, or maybe they're just filming a live video, and that's it. Because these guys, Beautiful Crypt, they're still pretty fresh. I think they're building a portfolio, just trying to see what they can do. And Cudney may just be one of their guinea pigs. But either way, it's awesome. It's awesome that shit like this is happening, because we need more visual media, more visual components to our to the audio ones. We need more A to the V, or V to the A in the AV club. Okay, that was stupid. Anyway, so what about the show itself? How did Cudney play? Cudney played fucking amazing. Those guys, I will never, ever, ever get tired of seeing them live. They just fucking kill it every time. Every time. Just all those guys are absolute maniacs when it comes to playing their instruments. They are just so fun. They know how to write such heavy riffs and such catchy melodies on the guitars, and Kyle knows how to just really lay into those vocals, whether he's doing this gruff southern twinge vocals or if he's just kind of serenading you. He's got it all down. He's got it all down. And then he switches up with Ben he jumped in on the vocals for a couple of times during some of their faster songs. And yeah, of course, he got into the pit, and he was just like, let's get everybody moving around, motherfucker. And I got in. I managed to throw down a little bit, move around in a circle, and just get everybody amped up. And it was so fun. And then, as it is with the Cudney boys, every time I show up at one of their shows, shotgun time. Boom. Oh, yeah. And I had a rather explosive shotgun that day. I had it on my thumb right at the base there, and just went and turned into a fucking beer geyser. Oh shit! Let's keep it contained. All right, everybody, cheers. Let's go. It was funny. It was funny because I'm never able to get it with just a thumb. I only managed to get that just now. And it was me and the Acid Hologram guys. They were all there shotgunning beers. And then I asked them, so what's next? And they're going, well, you don't live too far from here. Hey, come to our house. We live just down the street from here, and we'll continue the party that way. Okay. So me and my girlfriend, we went back to the house, changed our clothes. We went to Wendy's, got some food, and also stopped at 7-Eleven, got a case of beer. Then we went to the Cudney boys' house, and we just partied there until not until the sun came up, but until we were about to drop. And it was a fun time. Those boys are a lot of fun to hang around. They're not like party animals. It's not like you're seeing it on an MTV fucking, I don't know, Jersey Shore episode or anything like that. No, it's pretty quaint, comparably speaking. But it's still a good time. It's still a good time. Although Ben did take a chair and threw it at their tour van and it cracked the fucking windshield. So that was fun. But that's about as party crazy as it went. I'm just, yeah. It's just great to just, party with all your fellow musicians and all your friends who are in bands that you love. And I love Cudney both in and out, and I love Acid Hologram in and out. Those two are some of the coolest heavy bands in Salt Lake right now. I cannot speak enough praise about them. And Acid Hologram, get working on that album. Come on, we have too little from you guys. We have too little. Both Cudney and Acid Hologram dropping albums this year. Oh boy, the excitement I cannot contain. So anyway, that's what happened during my weekend. It was pretty fun. Pretty fun if I say so myself. And I do. But how about the shows that are coming up? We got quite a few that are coming up this in the next couple of weeks. Starting with let's see, we're going all the way to the 7th of June. It's a Punk Rock Pride show at Aces Hide Saloon featuring our favorites, She-Cock with a Vengeance, Molotov, False Dichotomy, Frick, Masculine Artifice, and Dreckies. That's going to be $20, and it starts at 4 p.m. because it's a pretty stacked bill, but it's a celebration. It's a party, folks. Come party. Then on the 10th, Tact, Hospital Property, and SLC Demons will be playing at the Beehive. That is $10, going to be starting at 7 p.m. If you haven't seen Tact, do so. They are a fucking blast live. They play so hard, and they play so well. Then on the 12th, we got Punks and Punchlines. That's going to be comedy, music, and a drag show. I don't know which bands or which drag queens are going to be performing. Usually they announce the comedians like the day before or anything, but that will be at the Metro. So if you're into stuff like that, if you want to see a drag show, if you want to hear comedy and you want to hear music, then check out Punks and Punchlines. That's, again, Metro, starting at 7 p.m., $10 to enter. Then on the 13th, the bands Sometime Tomorrow and Buried in Sin, who are from Vegas, will be making their way up to Salt Lake. And Sutures, Two Winters Only, and Misbegotten will be opening up for them. That will be at the Fellowship Sober Hall. It's going to be $12 if you pay in advance, $15 at the door, starts at 7 p.m. Then on the 14th, there are three pretty decent-sized ones happening. One is the Rock Against Fascism show with Filth Lords, Clem, and Fight the Future. That is at Aces High Saloon. I didn't see any price for that one specifically. Maybe it's just hidden somewhere on the flyer and I just can't find it because I'm going blind, Mabel. I'm going blind. Oh, yeah, there it is. It's hidden in the text. There we go. $10. Yeah, there we go. $10 at the door. It starts at 8 p.m. So yeah, I guess I am going blind, Mabel. Okay, so that's one show. Another one that's happening is Slapfest 2025. That is another festival show that'll be starting at 4 p.m. and going on until 10 p.m. That will include Sleep Cult, Backhand, Grandma, Getty's Resort, My Boys in Big Attitude coming from San Diego. The Melancholy Club, Pork, Sex Dolls, Moxie, Solitude, Old Face Magenta, and Cudney and Dirty Hands. That's going to be, as the address says, 930 South Main Street, but we all know who that is. If you're a local musician or a local band, anything like that, you know that that's downtown music. You know what's up. You know what's up. Maybe a parking lot show. I don't know, but it looks like it'll be fun. That's where the underground used to be. Is that an underground reopening? Ooh, that would be tight. That would be pretty cool. They have it set up in the old venue space. Man, that would be badass. But anyway, that's where it will be. $15, and like I said, starts at 4 p.m., goes until 10. And finally on the 14th, the fact that I have to say that, no, we still got a couple more shows on top of this, but another fest that's happening on the 14th is the Decades Fest. That's where a lot of underground local bands will be doing cover sets of various bands. We have Lapdog doing No Talking Heads, Del Perro doing Gorillaz, No Such Animal doing Green Day, Love Audrey doing Jack Johnson, The Narcs doing Red Hot Chili Peppers, and P.S. Destroy This doing Bikini Kill, Venus Death Trap doing My Chemical Romance, The Lip doing Sublime, and Anais Chantel doing Nirvana. That'll be at Urban Lounge, and it will be starting at 5 p.m. Let's see, maybe the price is hidden somewhere here. $15. $15 to enter that little fest right there. Decades Fest, Urban Lounge, 5 p.m., $15. All right, now that I got that covered. On the 17th, for all you fucking metalheads out there, Ex-Hoarder and Hatriot are coming to Salt Lake. And our boys in Sacrilegion and Among Wolves and Bone Storm will be opening up for him. Now that is a stacked fucking lineup. I mean, Ex-Hoarder is awesome, Hatriot is awesome, and Sacrilegion and Among Wolves and Bone Storm, those are three of the most popular metal bands in Salt Lake right now. So that's going to be a hell of a show. Stacked lineup. It's $25 if you pay in advance, $30 at the door. Going to be at Ace's High Saloon and starts at 7 p.m. Get there and bring a neck brace. And finally, on the 21st, the summer solstice, longest day of the year. My band Apathetics is going to be playing with Radcab and the fucking one and only Hi-Fi Murder up in Ogden's own distillery, particularly their sidebar. I love playing up in Ogden. The Ogden punks up there, they just get rowdy, and we love it. We love it. Even their bar crowds are a lot of fun. The bar crowds down here are kind of lame. Yeah, only if they show up for big acts. Only if they show up for like really big bands. They will show up and they will dance pretty fucking hard. Anyway, but this show, $5, starts at 6 p.m. Get up to Ogden if you can. It will be a fun time for all. Anyway, that's all I got on this week's episode of Live and Wired, and I hope you enjoyed my Tales from the Pit segment. I will be back with more next week. So you guys, I hope that any shows that you attend, you return unscathed, and that you have some great stories to tell your loved ones. And I will tell you of the stories that I have next week. So you guys, for this week, this has been Eric Norris of SLC Punkcast, Live and Wired, Tales from the Pit. I will hand this now over to Dustin to tell you of the shows he will, well, I don't know if he'll be attending, but he's going to announce quite a few that you might. So stay tuned for that one. That's next. Until next week, see you next time.
Thank you, Eric. And now we go around the world in, I guess somewhat particular order, like the stuff you heard most recently that's still relevant will be first, such as Haywire. They're still on tour. I'll be talking about Haywire quite a bit. Make sure you take the chance to see them if they are in your neck of the woods. Jackson, Mississippi, the day I'm doing this. Baton Rouge tomorrow on the 6th. We're like at the top of that middle column there. They'll be in Houston on the 7th, Corpus Christi on the 8th, McAllen on the 9th, San Antonio on the 10th, the 11th at El Paso, Tucson on the 12th, Phoenix on the 13th, Yuma on the 14th, and I'm thinking, oh shit, they're getting close to me. No, they're going to be like a week or so in California, up the coast, and then they work their way back to me on July 2nd, so looking forward. I'm hoping I'm in town. I might be out of town, unfortunately, but I'm definitely hoping to be in town to see Haywire. You can see the rest of that flyer or go to Haywire 617 to check out more. This weekend in Prague, Sharp Fest is happening on the 6th and the 7th. Friday, Lazy Class Crosscheck, 29 August, all performing. It's at Club 007 Strahov. There's going to be merch, food, and DJs. Come on Saturday. More bands. Diario de Bordo. Stumbling Boys, Violent Times, the Hostile Ones, who just released something brand new last weekend. Roseruk, who's also from Czechia. So a lot of really great bands on that bill. If you're over in Prague, you know where to be. If you're over in California, though, this Saturday on the 7th, go to that East Los Backyard gig. It's $10. You still have time to get or pay $10, but if you wait till the day of at the doors, you're gonna have to pay $15. Go to Eventbrite to get your tickets. You can go see Naked Aggression, The Voids, Knuckleheads, SRCS, All Out Attack, Later Days, and that is at Blue Spade 75 Studios in East Los Angeles. All ages. Doors are at 7. Show starts, as you can see on this flyer, at 7:40 with Later Days, then All Out Attack, SRCS. Knuckleheads, love Knuckleheads, 9:35 to 10. Make sure you're there for all of the bands, but definitely that one. The Voids, and then Naked Aggression. So go check out that festival there, that one-day stacked lineup. Flyer for RF7, Noise Agents, Splinter, Toledo Panic, and Hunky Dory. In lieu of that, they're looking for vendors. Go to Poncho DSR if you want to be a vendor there. It's Father's Day weekend. Music starts at 1. Bring the wife and kids, but leave the kids. Great lineup, cool bands, record release show for Noise Agents. I'm all over that. Then our pals in Big Attitude, they are doing their I Wanna Destroy tour starting on the 11th in Fresno, Sacramento the 12th, Reno the 13th. There'll be an SLC at Slop Fest on the 14th. Eric covered Slop Fest. Pueblo, Colorado, 15, 16, Colorado Springs. And then, as you can tell, there'll be an Albuquerque, El Paso, Phoenix, Las Vegas, and back home to San Diego on the 21st. Go check them out, bigattitude.ca over on Instagram. Then the next we have The Chisel. They've got a show tomorrow in Kilby Club Festival in Dunningen. And then, as you can tell, on the 20th and 21st, they'll be in Paris, and then at Hellfest on the 21st. So, and on that flyer, they got a bunch more dates, July, August, and September. So you can see the flyer there, or go to the Chisel UK if you think they're coming to your area. This is all Europe, it looks like. They'll be at Rebellion Festival as well. Then we got the Hub City Stompers with the Bad Ups on the 13th, 14th, and 15th in Washington, D.C. They'll be at the Pie Shop, and there'll be special guest Lady Hatchet there, $15 for that show, all ages. Then on the 14th, Chapel Hill at Local 506 with the Unsustainables and Over the Wire, Love Over the Wire. That's 4 great bands there. $12 in advance, 15-day of show. It is all ages, 7 p.m. And finally, to wrap up their weekend on the 15th at Banditos in Richmond, Virginia. It's a 21 and older show, $15, 7 p.m. Chupacabra will be playing with them there. So go check out Hub City Stompers and the Bad Ups. Then on Saturday, June 14th, an 8 p.m. show, Guns of Brighton, with TJ Welch and The Wasted as well. It's a night of local rock and roll in Sin City. Sin City being at, I don't know, where's it's got to be like in the northeast there. Pelican Pub, 874 Washington Street, Lynn. So maybe that is the city. Next up, we have Frühlingsfest der Oi Music. That is this weekend, June 7th and 8th. That's Saturday, Sunday. The Skinflicks, love the Skinflicks. They're playing Midnight Tattoo, Toxcap, Lazy Class, who are awesome. A lot of really great stuff. This second part to the flyer actually shows the lineup for both days. A lot of great bands. Midnight Tattoo, Wrecking Boys are going to be there. Eastside Dogs, Lambcoats, a lot of bands we've played. On Sunday, it looks like Skinflicks are headlining. Beersturm there. Check out the rest of that flyer. Go to Skinflicks Band if you want to see those flyers for yourself. Then, this is Saturday, June 7th. You can go see Crown Court, Foreign Legion, Rise Up, Bare Knuckle Strollers, and Under the Kosh. Go to Eventbrite to get more details. Northern Social in Pontefract. It's $20 in advance. There's some QR codes there. If you wait till the day of, it's 25. When I say $25, 25 pounds. So a lot of great bands on that. You should definitely get there if you're going to be there over in the UK. Then on the 14th, there's the Loco Loco Fest featuring GBH. It's going to be the 20th and final edition of the Loco Loco Fest, which is in Niederdorp, Opschwitsch. I don't even know where that is. But if it's in your area, I mean, loaded right there, you can see the web pages. You can go to either of those down there at the bottom of the flyer. But the Toasters, Antidote, Deaf Devils, Streetwise, Claim Choice, Aturi, De Ruin, La Estrella, Estrastela, and Granny's Cocaine. Oh, Malad is on there as well. A lot of really cool bands at that fest. So if that is somewhere near you, then you should definitely go check it out. I have to imagine that's probably like Netherlands based on just what I see there. But go check them out. You got the Agonizers playing on June 7th at 7 p.m. It's a 21 and older show at Cherry Street Station in Wallingford, Connecticut. They're playing with Bad Terms, Poor Impulse Control, Impact Driver, Noogie coming in from Texas, Hate the World. That is a loaded lineup right there. Bands from Connecticut, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, and Texas all on that bill. It's $13 in advance, 15th day of show. Make sure you go check that out. Then we've got the Moto Niedwitz Festival on June 20th and 21st. This will be, looks like the 20th. You can go see Procurator, the Bastard Thinner, City Saints. Gotta love City Saints. And, a bunch of other bands. Analogs are on that lineup, too. I'm going to guess this must be like in Poland-based. Upcoming band gigs. Poland and Germany, Sweden. I think this one is probably in Poland. So make sure you check that out. Our pals in City Saints got a couple other shows coming up as well. So go check out City Saints, and you can go see where they're playing. And we're going to wrap this up with our pals, Easy Company, putting out the second release on POW Records, their official release, which was already scheduled before we even had this sorted out. And it's going to be tight, but the records should be there for this album launch show. If there's something we're against, it is the album. They'll be getting support from Puck and No Brainer. This is in Cork at Dolly Cork. June 21st, 9 p.m. Make sure you get there. We'll be talking about this for the next couple weeks. Your record will be available through the band if you're over in Europe. But if you're over here, definitely hit me up, and you can get yourself a copy. That's going to wrap it up for Live and Wired this week. Thank you for tuning in. It was a day early as we recorded a day early, but gives you a little bit more time if you watch this Thursday or Friday morning for those Friday and Saturday shows. We'll catch you next week.